Why Cardi B walked away from Stefon Diggs. The truth behind the split. It was one of those unexpected celebrity flings that captured attention fast. When the rumors first surfaced that Cardi B was spending time with Stefon Diggs, fans were skeptical. Some thought it was just a rebound. Others believed it was a new era for Cardi, one where she could finally feel loved without all the chaos. But what started as chemistry quickly turned into confusion and eventually a painful goodbye. Cardi had just come off months of emotional tension with Offset. Though they had children together in a long, storied history, things had grown cold. Distance had replaced passion, and misunderstandings had replaced laughter. When she finally decided to step back from that relationship, her heart was exhausted, but still open to something different. That's when Stefon Diggs entered the picture. The NFL wide receiver wasn't just attractive. He was composed, charming, and confident in a way that seemed refreshing. He didn't need Cardi's fame to elevate his own profile. He had built his own success. That alone intrigued her. He made the first move, casually reaching out through mutual friends. Their first date was private, simple, sushi, wine, and good conversation. Cardi was surprised by how grounded he was. Stefon didn't try to impress her with flashy moves. He listened more than he talked. He let her rant about the industry, the pressure of always being watched, the loneliness behind the makeup and luxury. And he didn't judge her. For once, Cardi felt heard. For a while, everything felt peaceful. They started seeing each other more. Private jets turned into weekend escapes. Stefon even sent flowers to her team during one of her rehearsals. Not for publicity, but because he knew she had been working herself to exhaustion. To many in Cardi's circle, Stefon seemed like a rare kind of man. Thoughtful, stable, present. But under the surface, something was brewing. Cardi had spent her career being unfiltered. She was loud, expressive, sexually free, and emotionally raw. And that wasn't just for the camera. That was who she was. Stefon respected her hustle, but had a more reserved energy. As time went on, small tensions began to arise. He didn't like the way she would air out her feelings online, the subtweets, the rants, the Instagram lives. To him, emotions were private matters. To Cardi, they were her survival. That's how she connected with fans, by showing the messy, unpolished truth. But Stefon was more about control, image, and keeping emotions behind closed doors. What started as minor differences in personality slowly turned into incompatibility. Friends say Stefon began suggesting Cardi tone down certain things, not in a controlling way, but from a place of discomfort. He didn't understand why she needed to post every moment or why she got emotional over internet drama. She felt misunderstood. He felt overwhelmed. The spark was there, but the connection started to feel uneven. Then came the night that changed everything. They were supposed to have a quiet dinner together at a private chef's house in Miami. Just the two of them, no distractions. Cardi came in late, her energy off. She had been dealing with a messy online scandal that had nothing to do with Stefon, but had consumed her day. She tried to open up about it, but Stefon seemed distant. He looked at her and said, "Why do you even let those people get to you? You're bigger than that." To him, it was logical advice. To her, it felt like he didn't get it. That comment opened the floodgates. Cardi snapped. "You don't understand because you're not in this. You don't get what it feels like to be torn apart online for breathing wrong. And when I do speak up, people say I'm too loud. When I stay silent, they say I'm guilty." She wasn't just venting about trolls. She was pleading to be seen. Stefon leaned back, sighed, and said, "Maybe we're just different." And there it was. The truth. Plain, heavy, unavoidable. Cardi stood up, wiped a tear, and nodded. "Yeah, maybe we are." The room went quiet. There were no insults, no shouting, just that sharp, silent understanding that this wasn't going to work. Not because they didn't care, but because they couldn't grow in the same direction. Later that night, Cardi posted a story with just one word: healing. She didn't drag him. She didn't throw shade. That silence spoke volumes. In the following days, fans noticed all photos of Stefon were quietly removed from her profiles. When asked in interviews, Cardi simply smiled and said, "Some people are just meant to teach you a lesson, not stay in your life forever." And maybe Stefon was that lesson. A reminder that love doesn't always come in explosive moments or heartbreak songs. Sometimes it arrives gently, teaches you something, and leaves just as quietly. Cardi didn't leave Stefon out of bitterness. She left him to protect the parts of herself that were finally learning how to breathe again. Because for someone like Cardi B, who built her life on owning her truth, any relationship that couldn't hold all of her wasn't worth holding on to.